There we go. Looks like we are live. Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. I am super excited today. I am joined with Taylor Proctor, and we're going to get you all hyped up for the new Earth Ascension Summit. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Taylor. So first of all, if you don't know who I am, you should by now. And also, I will introduce myself. I am Shelley Howells, Dragon-Hearted Transformation Warrior. Woo woo! Yay! So, I am a channel medium seer, intuitive coach, and light language teacher. I am also the creator of the New Earth Mystery School. And the New Earth Mystery School is a training school for New Earth leaders like Taylor and personal ascension as well. So Taylor, as I mentioned, she is going to be one of our keynote speakers at the New Earth Ascension Summit, which is being held right here in the New Earth Experience Facebook group on March 18 through the 22nd. So let me tell you about some of Taylor's fabulousness. She is a dynamic business strategist and optimizer who specializes in elevating entrepreneurs, including myself, thank you, Taylor, startups and business leaders to dominate their industries. With experience in mentoring Fortune 100 companies and growing multi-million-dollar enterprises, Taylor offers transformative services, including the Get Good at Business Mastermind and Quantum Power Days. She's also the voice behind the award-winning Get Good at Business podcast and a celebrated keynote speaker, famously presenting at the 2023 International Women's Day in India. That was a year ago, right?
Exactly 1 year ago, because today is International Women's Day.
It is International Women's Day, so that's exciting. I love that. I love that. Taylor is the catalyst for those ready to break barriers and achieve unprecedented success. So thank you. Thank you for your leadership and all the good that you are doing in the world. One thing that I have learned is that New Earth leadership looks a lot different than traditional leadership, meaning that it can have many different faces. So can you tell me in the audience how you embody this New Earth leadership through what you do?
Absolutely. So one of the key things that I lean on in my business is a method called IMOVE. And it's my proprietary method, but it stands for intuition, marketing, operations, velocity, and execution. And what ends up happening is when you are an entrepreneur and I guarantee this has happened to all of everybody watching, put in the chat if this has happened to you, where you have someone say to you, a coach, a guru, an expert, whoever, and they say, do these things in this order, in this way, and you'll get your goal, right? Whatever it is. And you're like, awesome, I can do that. And so then you do it to a T, and it falls flat on its face. And you're like, well, what the heck? It worked for this person. I did exactly how they said to do it. Maybe it was in a challenge and everybody in the challenge has got stuff going on. And you're sitting there going, why didn't it work for me? And it didn't work for you because it's not an aligned and congruent action. And so part of the IMOVE method is really leaning into your intuition to then take that congruent action, which supports massive marketing momentum that is guided and supported by operational scalability, that you can then support with strategies that add velocity without burnout and allow you to execute with ease. And that is the IMOVE method. So how that pertains to leadership is, I think the old school methodology of leadership really is go in, get it done, figure it out. If it didn't work, toughen up, yell at a couple people and tell them it's their fault, and keep going. And the new vision of leadership is much more service-based, is much more take a beat, That doesn't mean that we are not performing. No, we need to be performing. We need to be executing. We need to be moving forward in our business, but it's done with a completely different intention, right? It's not this hustle. It's not this grind. It's not this push. It's not this pull. Instead, it's guided and aligned. And then what's fascinating, and I'm one of those people who for years was like, I don't have intuition. I don't, those people who say about intuition, I'm very analytical, right? I come from 15 years of corporate marketing, operations, strategy, and leadership. I worked with companies like Google, right? There is no place for intuition. And it's so fascinating because I know so many people who were like me, and then they start to listen to their intuition. They start to discover that they do have it, and everyone does. They
Yeah.
start to discover that when you listen to that, things just kind of fall into place and they take care of themselves and it's guided through. And that push, that pull, that aggression is not needed. And you get to show up as a leader in a way that is proactive instead of reactive. You get to show up as a leader in your business for yourself, for your team, for your audience, for your clients in a way that is so much more connected and supported. And that is what we definitely need in 2024 and beyond, which is more connected business owners and more connected leadership.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. And I have had that experience where, um, I've had experts tell me what to do and it hasn't quite worked out. So I love that you are bringing the intuition into it because I feel like it also leads you to that execution with ease. Because without the intuition, um, I know that in business, there's a lot of testing, testing, testing. And so without the intuition, you're throwing things against the wall. It's that spaghetti against the wall. Is this going to stick? Is this going to stick? And with intuition, you still do have to do that. You still have to test, but you can eliminate a lot right off of the back when you do that.
If I can, I'd love to share a story around this.
Mm. Yes, yes, please do.
So, one of the services that I offer are called Quantum Power Days. It was mentioned in my bio. And it's a 6-hour full day where we go in and get things done, implemented, executed in your business, not just talking about them, but actually like getting them done. And I had a client that she had listed out several things that she wanted to accomplish in the day. And about fourth on the list was create a course. Now, every time that she would talk about creating this course, her body would go a little bit more concave and her energy would kind of shift and drain and things like that. So we are crushing it. We're going through all the things that we need to accomplish: ideal audience, pricing structure, methodologies, all those things, vision for the business, branding, and we get to creating the course. And I had the intuitive hit and I said, hey, it doesn't matter to me. I've created courses with my clients in Quantum Power Days more times than I can count. So this is not I don't want to do it. We can do it. Totally fine. Awesome. But every time you talk about it, it seems a little terse for whatever reason. So tell me why do you want to do a course? And she's like, well, I feel like I should, and I want the reoccurring revenue, and I want these things. And it's like, we've all been told, do a course, do a course, do a course. And the truth of it is that it's not a build it and they will come scenario. Nothing in business is. And so we were talking about it, and I said, well, you have to have the energy to promote this, let's say every day for the next 3 to 6 months. Like, are you passionate about it? Are you excited? Can you maintain that energy for that long about how awesome this course is? She was like, no, not really. And I'm like, okay, let's think for a second. Like, if you could do anything, like, what would you do? And I want to call that out very quickly here. If you could do anything, AKA you're a business owner, entrepreneur, you can do anything in your business you want to do, right? But if you could do anything, what would that be? She's like, oh my gosh, I love like the retreat setup. I love working in close groups in a one-on-one or very small group scenario for intimate in a couple of days. And I mean, if I could, I would just do a retreat. I'm like, let's do a retreat, right? So we built out everything that you would need to do a retreat. And she ended up hosting her first one and she sold out. And when we were talking about it, this is another important piece from a business owner standpoint, is when we were talking about the retreat, we mapped it all out and said, okay, if you sold it out to 10 people, and all your operating costs and things were covered, plus some extra, like, just in case buffer, she still would make $20,000 on those 3 days of the retreat.
Wow.
Working in a small group setting, which she loves to do, she's excited to do it, etc. So we built all these things out. She ends up having her first retreat. She sells it out. Awesome. Okay. Then she's like, I love this. I'm ready to keep going. And she's promoting it. She's marketing it. And it doesn't have that energy of I should or I have to. She's excited to do it.
Yeah.
So she has her second retreat. She has 12 people come to that. And here's the thing that's the most amazing part of this. Not only is that profitable and aligned and makes sense for her, it's the important part,
Right.
but also she's stepping into her leadership for it. But then 11 of the 12 people who came to that retreat signed up for her next level mentoring, which we had built into when we were matching everything out in her Quantum Power Day. It was like,
Right.
this is a starter point to come into here to work with you, et cetera, et cetera. And so from a leadership standpoint, and we look at this, intuition is such a key part, because can you imagine if she had spent the next 6 months straining to try and sell a course because she thought she should, versus loving what she does, selling out her retreats, making good money, connecting with the clients, showing up as the leader she needs to show up as. So like the intuition piece is such a huge component of this new version of leadership. And it really is, things fall into place simply, not without the work, like you mentioned,
Right.
but still
Right.
simply, and allow you to actually take the actions that make the most sense versus what you should or shouldn't be doing.
Yes, yes, yes. So I definitely zeroed in on that at the very beginning when you were telling the story, and she said, I feel like I should. And I'm like, ding, ding, ding. That's the sign that you might not be aligned when you pay attention to your language. And I love how you shared. It's that difference between should and passion.
Mhm.
Your intuition will often speak to you through your passion. And if you're not passionate about it, that's a good message to take to heart.
Totally.
Good, good. Well, I am really excited that you are going to be sharing more about the iMOVE method in the New Earth Ascension Summit this month. Um, and so let's see, where can people find you outside of this group right now?
Yeah. So if you are watching this before the 15th and 16th, so of next week, actually you can find myself, Shelly, and 20 other amazing expert business speakers at the Get Good at Business Summit. And we're actually giving away free tickets. And if you use my name or Shelly's name, you can get your tickets for free when you register. Again, that's the Get Good at Business Summit. It's a virtual summit for entrepreneurs, March 15th and 16th. And if you go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com, you can get your tickets for free, learn from me, learn from Shelly, and learn from 20 other expert, amazing speakers, all dedicated to making good on the summit's name and helping you get good at business so you can get back into the heart of why you got into business in the first place.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Taylor. Yes, yes. Taylor and I both were crazy enough to say yes to 2 summits back in March. So yes, I will be speaking at her summit, and she will then follow up and speak at my summit, um, because the messages that we share are important. So I am thrilled that we're doing that collaboration.
Definitely.
Okay, so the last thing I want to do here is I like to do something special for my guests when they come on. And we talked a little bit about this, and I offer an intuitive gift reading, entourage reading, seer reading, channeled message, or light language upgrade. Taylor loves my light language, and so she was thinking about that. But we landed on the channeled message. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And is there a specific question or area of life or anything coming up for you that you would like me to address?
Yeah, actually. So obviously we just spoke about the summit.
Right.
this is full transparency for everybody watching, right? I have spoken on over 100 stages, virtual and in person, podcast, YouTube shows, I mean, the works. And also have hosted my own in-person events and things like that, but this is actually our first virtual summit. So we're really excited about it, but also with this being a first, there's a lot of firsts happening in my business. And I am building out some things that I am really excited about. I love how they all connect. We're connecting, again, that new earth leadership, right? About that connection, connecting with so many new people all the time. So I would love a channeled message on, I'm going to say this broadly, but on the success of my business in 2024, because we are putting so many incredible things in place that I would love to have a sneak peek at what it could potentially be.
Okay. Okay. This will be good. Okay. Ooh. I don't know. Things are getting knocked over here on my desk. We're moving energy already, Taylor.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
All right. So if you would like to close your eyes, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. I do that because it helps me to get grounded into it. Go ahead and take a deep breath in with me. And release. Wiggle your toes. Come fully into your body. Breathe again. Allow yourself to feel safety. I think what we're going to do here is call in your spiritual support team, your entourage, your GUP. GUP meaning God or Goddess, universe, or higher power. Connect with them so that you have this sense of safety. Because everything is really new. There can be a tiny bit of resistance, right? Because it can feel a little unsafe. So we're going to call in everything that you need for safety. Likewise, I'm connected to my GUP. And let's see. So those who are here for the highest good of Taylor, I'm getting a few different people who would like to share. It's your entourage, it's your spirit guides, if you're okay with that. Your spirit guides would like to come in. Okay, so the first message that is coming through, actually, they're asking me if I could just channel. So we're going to channel.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to raise my vibration a little bit and invite Taylor's spirit guides in here to give her a channeled message. So I'm going to go up a little higher. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Taylor, we love you. 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 We are so proud of the work that you have done. We are so proud of the work that you are doing. We are so proud that you are bringing together other spiritual leaders, that you are lifting people up, that you are helping them do magnificent things. Therefore, this guidance regarding success in 2024, you have mentioned that there are many new things that are happening for you. And yes, that is true. This is true. There are many new things that are happening for you. And because of this, you will feel that energy of newness. That energy of newness is twofold. There is two sides to the coin, right? On the one hand, it is fun, it is exhilarating, it is exciting. On the other hand, it can be challenging to be new at something when you desire to already be an expert, especially when you have so much business success under your belt already. And so our first invitation for you is to allow yourself to approach all things with beginner's mind. Allowing yourself to be a beginner again, to tap into the excitement regardless of whether or not you've done something one time before or 1,000 times before. Have that beginner's mind. That will help you in creating success this year. The second thing that we would mention here, breathe into this, breathe into this, breathe into this. Good, 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 good. We invite you to expand your definition of success. And so you know the success of the success milestones of money and outreach, impact, you know that. We invite you to look beyond that to the transformation process, the transformative process. And so we invite you to judge the success of 2024, not just externally, for if you only judge it externally, it might feel a little hollow. Add to that the internal success. Go inward and take a look at the successes that you find within yourself as well. The times when you overcome challenges, the times when you balanced work with leisure, the times when you grew spiritually. Allow yourself to have these internal successes as well. And as you expand your definition of success, then you will create more of that success, not just in 2024, but as you move forward into the years beyond. Thank you for receiving our message today, Taylor.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. How did that resonate with you?
Resonated pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think some good things are going to happen for you this year.
Yeah, thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you so much for joining us here today. Again, the virtual summit, it is being held. Okay. The New Earth Ascension Summit is being held March 18th through 22nd. And the Get Good at Business Summit is the 15th and 16th, the weekend leading up to that. You are welcome to come and get good at business and then network with the rest of us in the New Earth Ascension Summit afterwards. Please let me know if you would like a link to either of those. We can share that in the comments, okay? All right, thank you so much, Taylor, and thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.